The Organ Mountain Evening Primrose. The Organ Mountain Evening Primrose is distributed across the Organ Mountains in Dona Ana County, New Mexico. It is endemic to the Organ Mountains and occurs in many but not all of the canyons within the range. The habitat consists of being restricted to canyon floor streambeds and adjacent hillside seeps, where surface water is present for at least part of the growing season. The plants are rooted in colluvium substrates of quartz, sand, and gravel. They are found on all aspects and substrates of the Organ Mountains. The surrounding plant communities include Madrean evergreen woodland, which is a mild winter wet summer woodland of Mexican oaks, pines, and juniper, and also montane scrub. They also occur in riverine habitats such as creeks and springs, and terrestrial habitats such as forest woodland, shrubland chaparral, and woodland mixed.
The Organ Mountain evening primrose is like any other desert plant and other evening primroses. All other desert plants have adapted and evolved to retain water, as water is the key to life in this arid land. The Organ Mountain evening primrose, on the other hand, has evolved to grow where water is or where it has been, such as in streams and puddles. During the monsoon season in the Organs, huge amounts of water flow through the streams, carrying rocks, pebbles, debris, and wiping out the primrose that grow there. The primrose has evolved to this harsh treatment from the Organs and sprouts new shoots over the debris. The Organ Mountain primrose does not produce asexually and is the only evening primrose to not be able to produce with itself, self-sterile. Due to the primrose's heavy pollen grains, they cannot be carried by the wind. Rather, they use giant moths to carry pollen flower to flower. The Organ Mountain primrose blossoms at night, creates a sweet scent, appears as a bright yellow flower as to be seen in the night, and provides nectar to the diners that pay the flowers a visit. When the moths come to drink the nectar and pollen grains are stuck to their bodies and are rubbed off onto other primroses. One other thing that separates the Organ Mountain primrose from all other primroses is that it has formed a mutual relationship with two types of moths, the rustic sphinx and the tomato hornworm moth. The primrose's nectar lies 7 inches down into the stem and can only be accessed by these two specific moths. If any other animal tries to drink the nectar, it won't be able to reach it. This mutual exchange is a sex for food relationship, and the moths get to eat while the primroses are pollinated.
The Organ Mountain evening primrose is a species of plant that is native to south-central New Mexico. They are more prevalent on the eastern side of the canyons of the Organ Mountains. They are a perennial plant that can be seen most of the year and can be distinguished by its spreading stems and vibrant yellow coloration. They are a herbaceous plant that lives for a long period of time and seen multiple times a year. The primrose grows very quickly and flowers through the months of June and September. These plants are low to the ground and are usually always found near water. The climate they are mainly used to is a very arid climate. These plants are mainly located on canyon floor stream beds. However, they can also be found on adjacent hillside seeps if water is present for at least some part of the growing season. The primrose has also been known to grow in the bottom of drainages and in a montane scrub. These plants rely on animals to help them breed, specifically the sphinx moth. This is due to them being self-incompatible and obligate outcrossers.
The Organ Mountain evening primrose is considered an endemic species. Endemic species are species of plant and animal that only occur within one geographic range. This geographic range can vary from the size of a continent to a single small island. In the case of the Organ Mountain evening primrose, their range is confined to the Organ Mountains in southern New Mexico. Because the range of the Organ Mountain evening primrose is so small, special considerations must be made to ensure the survival of the species. The Organ Mountain evening primrose is not in immediate danger of extinction, but should be monitored because a single environmental disaster could put the species at risk.